Today is Eclipse Day, and we're going to talk about the worst items to private label in 2017. So today I wanted to talk about, it's a really nice day. This is going to be the day of the solar eclipse in the United States, 8/21/2017. This video will come out, and I want to talk about private label and how fads can really take you down. This is one of the fads that's coming and that came out. These solar eclipse glasses, they're selling like hotcakes. If you go onto eBay, you're going to see listings for $40, $50, $100. These glasses right here, 4-pack, generally you can get those for like $5 for a 4-pack. They're normally like $1 a piece because all they are is a piece of cardboard with this special lens. But today we're talking about the worst private label idea. And while this is an awesome selling product, you probably could have sold 10,000 of these solar eclipse glasses. People often don't think about the long-term implications and what happens when someone gets hurt with something like this. So this is why this is the worst idea ever. Let's say that you create your private label listing, and it is one of these lunar solar eclipse glasses. You go to China, you get 10,000 of them made up, and this thing sells awesome. Awesome seller. First, on these that are not certified, Amazon already recalled a lot of these. So they came through and they recalled a whole bunch that people have sold online, and they gave people refunds for the items. So that is one thing that can happen, especially if it's one of these really hot items. But this is a really dangerous item to private label because people are going to be looking directly at the sun. If you have a manufacturer and they tell you that this thing is certified, or the certification process goes through, or maybe you don't get yours certified, somebody takes your $2 glasses, looks at the sun, and they burn their retinas. This has actually happened. This actually happens during every single solar eclipse. People look at the sun, they're using sunglasses. They're looking at the sun, they're using something that's not certified. Or maybe they look at the sun just too long with these glasses on. And here you are, a private label seller. Your name is Soul Specs. I'm just making this up. I don't know about Soul Specs. So you purchase these glasses, you look through them, and someone looks at the sun, and all of a sudden they lose their eyesight. Someone's hurt, someone's injured, and it's your private label item right here. You are now on the hook for someone getting hurt using your product. And because so many people will be using this product all on the same day, what that means for you is that if multiple people get hurt and you have a policy, let's say it's $1 million policy, and you sell 10,000 of these things, and 10,000 people look at the sun, and 3 out of 10,000 lose their eyesight, or part of it, or something happens, they're gonna say, I bought this thing on Amazon. They're gonna have a receipt for it. They're gonna show your name as being whatever private label brand that is, and these 3 people who all got hurt using your product all the same day are gonna come out, and you're not gonna know until it's too late. And you could lose everything. So whenever you're thinking of a private label product, I know that these glasses are hot, they're hot selling, and if you can find a distributor whose other person's name who's going to be on it, not yours. So let's say you go to Soul Specs, you find the wholesale, and then you get those items done, then it would make sense for you to carry that item. But it doesn't make sense for an item with so much liability for you to try to private label it. It could really end up with some injuries, and you do not want to put that on you. Also, you want to make sure that if you say something is certified, that it is actually certified. And sometimes whenever you order items, especially from different places, China and different places, sometimes you'll order something one time, it will be exactly how it is supposed to be. Then you'll order it another time, and they will change up something on you to make it a little bit cheaper. So this might be an item that is so important for liability purposes that you check one each time it comes through. Make sure it's exactly as it should be, because you might be getting an item from a wholesaler somewhere. Then the next time they send that order, maybe it was 5 cents cheaper to make them without the lens being exactly the same. So it's very important whenever you're talking about a high liability item like these glasses, that it is something that you consider possibly getting wholesale, not private labeling, because something like this is very easy for someone to look at the sun with your glasses, burn their eyes, and then you're on the hook for that. And I know that most people who are doing private label have some kind of insurance, but with something like your eyesight, I mean, the lawsuit's going to be big if your item was defective in some way. So wholesale something like this. And think about this before you even launch the item. Think about the liability, the possible liability whenever this happens. I just wanted to put that out there for everybody. I know everybody's selling these glasses, making a lot of money. But as these fads come, you need to look at not only how much can I make, you need to look at your liability factor in these. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day and make some money using OAXRAY. Please like and subscribe. And if you have a question about Amazon, put a comment down below and I'll make a video about it as soon as I can.